ladies and gentlemen, honorable delegates, and distinguished guests. It's an honor for us to join us in this esteemed G20 summit, where we have all gathered here to discuss on the pressing issues of health, well-being, and sports. Where well-being, sports are not merely isolated sectors, but they are interconnected pillars which contribute to the overall growth of the country. Healthcare. Now, I would like to start with the healthcare, where I am proud to say that our country's healthcare system is constantly ranked among the best in the world, and the life expectancy in our country is the worst, according to the World Health Organization. Now, I would like to address the issues. In recent years, one of the most paramount challenges that we all face together was the COVID-19 pandemic, where our country spent a huge amount on the healthcare sector, which amounted to 9.7% of GDP in 2020. And the problem we are facing recently is the steady decline of birth rate in Italy due to the economic insecurities. Where the economic insecurities in Italy is due to mainly high taxation due to the public debt and unemployment and recessions. Where now I would like to address the mitigations, where we can reduce the massive public debt by inflow of the migrants. The inflow of migrants can be done by enhancing the education sector by giving scholarships for undergraduate students and conducting various student exchange programs with other countries. Now, I would like to move on to the next, the well-being. The first and foremost issues is the war that we are recently facing between the Russia and the Ukraine. We all have a very global impact in the global impact in the trading sector. And the second most is that our country has been a part of the Union and NATO organization, where we have been funding arms and ammunition for the Ukraine, where it has led to a talk in our finance. Next is, I would like to address the current issues. We recently, in May 2023, there was a recent flood, and there's a high rise in temperature, which led to a red heat alert in July 2023. Before I move on to the mitigations, I would like to say here that all these issues led to the global warming that we, not only my country, where all of us are facing it today. Where now, as a country together and as a one humanity, we would like to come up and fight against the global warming. And I would like to end on a note that the country depends on the mental health, and I'm proud to hear and say that we are placed 30th among 130 countries in the Happy Index. And thanks for the opportunity.
Pleasure to stand in front of all extraordinary audience, and the audience who are coming from all nations and to represent this G20 summit. So, with whom the Italy, we are going to share this special responsibility to find the solutions to our global challenges. So, I am the chef of Italy. Here, I am here to share the traces of democracy of our country. So we have an excellent healthcare system which provides free medical services to all our citizens. And not only our citizens, and even we have an increased number of immigrants and the foreigners. So we are providing them a free primary healthcare services also. But after providing all these services, we are facing a burden of financial expenditures, which is very disappointing. But even though we are not stepping back at all, like in order to reduce the poverty, we are including a plan of citizenship minimum income and a citizenship pension plan. And coming to our history, like Italy is very known for its history and its culture also. So I remember my Valentino and Cavallerio and others who have found this Roman 2000 years ago. So they have contributed that history and culture to everyone. So that's why the Italy stands for it. I'm really proud and even thankful for my ancestors. So coming to the sports, yeah, we are having so many sports. Competition has been held and we have been participating in FIFA, FIBA, and we are having a traditional sports also, Formula 1. we have to be rely on one another, and we have to find a better place for better living. So I want to live, and we want to live in a place where the world of sovereignty and freedom. Thank you.
I call upon the Prime Minister, Ms. Renuka Devi, and Shilpa, Mr. Antumani, who will be representing each of them.
A warm welcome to District Delegate. It is an honor to address today on behalf of 126 million people of Japan. The modern G20 conference is an essential platform to discuss global issues and come up with a solution that benefits all nations and the citizens. Japan is a country that has experienced significant changes over the past years, from economic growth to natural disasters such as earthquake and typhoon. These events have taught us essential lessons that we can share with other countries and use to tackle the global challenges. We must work together to address the most serious issues that still troubles our society, such as climatic change, poverty, and inequality. Japan believes that these challenges can only be solved with international collaboration. That G20 is precisely that platform. We proudly to be the host of the Tokyo Olympic and Paralympic in the year of 2020 under the pandemic condition. This is a sustainable core of everything that we do. The 49th G7 Hiroshima was held under the Japan presidency, ultimate goal of world without nuclear weapon. Of course, there are still many challenges ahead. Japan recognizes economic and environmental sustainability are not mutually. United Nations Sustainable Development Goals provide useful roadmap to government and private sector to achieve these goals. We are committed to address challenges faced by Japan in the recent years, that is declining in the birth rate and increase in the age population. To tackle this problem, government has implemented many schemes. The important scheme among them, child rearing payment. This was introduced in the year of 2019 with a 5,000 yen per child per month to the mother till the child reaches the age of 15 years. The aim of this scheme is to increase the fertility rate from 1.48 to 1.8 by the year of 2025. Also, Tokyo N4G Summit at the year of 2021, which is to provide the nutritious food to the children at the level of school and college. In conclusion, I would like to thank the organization Model G20 Conference for providing this opportunity to share Japan's contribution towards. We are proud to be the part of this and work forward to the other countries. Thank you.
Ohaya, Uhamisu, Oganide Vinasa. It's a great honor and privilege for me to represent Japan for this G20. Today, I share with you Japan's commitment and groundbreaking innovation in the field of health, well-being, sports. So, I share with my country agriculture. So, even though only about 20% of the area of Japan is suitable for cultivation, we intentionally farm with practice by adopting advanced technology and technicians for maximum productivity. In 2022, around 9.2 trillion Japanese cents worth of agricultural commodities were imported to Japan. This indicates 50% increase import of agricultural products when we compare to last 10 years. The main reason, due to decline in farmland, shortage of agricultural labor, and number of commercial farmhouses decreases. When we compare last 6 years, here Japanese solutions, Japan provide direct payment to farmers based on areas, subsidy for crops, and insurance disaster relief and environmental conservation. Promotion Japanese cuisine is also increase the farming of Japan. And we decided Japan invest in agriculture, research and development. So in health, Japan has made significant fail over the year. Additionally, constitution of global development our country provide and aid an association to various countries, particularly in the field of health. Japan facing population declining problem and lifestyle disorder, cancer, cardiovascular disease, and cerebrovascular disease. So, Japan emphasizes the prevention health for to promote overall well-being, regular health checkup, vaccination program, and health education. Japan provides national health insurance to ensure that all the citizens have access to affordable health care services. So we decided we promote the Japanese traditional method, Harajuku, Shirinku, Zen meditations. So employment. Japan government also has been working to address the employment issues through various measures. The government set up safety net for through, which are recently unemployed through unemployment services. So, arigato.
I call upon Finance Minister Ms. Lokeshwari and Shilpa Ms. Ananya, who will be representing Korea.
Honorable delegates, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, as the Finance Minister of South Korea, it is both honor and privilege to esteem gathering of G20 conference. Today, I stand before you to shed light on matters of utmost importance, the intersection of health, well-being, and sports. In recent years, the world has experienced growing recognition of the profound impact that health and well-being on our society's economy. The COVID-19 pandemic, which has been shaken across the globe, has deeply reminded us interconnected between health, economic stability, and social harmony. Our government recognizes that healthy population is a great driver of economic growth, productivity, and social inclusion. Our national healthcare system ensures universal access to quality healthcare services, prioritizing prevention care and healthy interactions. Furthermore, we have integrated physical education, sports program into our education system, recognize that critical role that play in promoting physical and mental well-being, healthy habits, and encouraging active lifestyle from early ages. In addition, South Korea have more sports events on our nation, ranging from boosting tourism and infrastructure development to foremost cultural exchange and national pride. Sports transcend borders and serves as a universal language that promote understanding promotion among nations. To this end, I purpose that G20 establish a workshop dedicated to health, well-being, and sports. This could facilitate that sharing of best practice, promote research and innovation, and mobilize finance resources to support member nations in their efforts. In conclusion, ladies and gentlemen, the health and well-being of our nation are not mere luxuries. They are fundamental rights and essential interface for the prosperous growth with innovation. Together, we can build a world that cherishes the value of health, embrace the power of nations, and ensure the well-being of every citizen. Thank you, one and all.
It was the best of times, it was the worst of times. One of the most iconic quotes of English literature by Charles Dickens still holds true despite the world today so perfectly even after 100 years. Today, I'd like to share with you not the two cities, but two contrasting facets of Republic of Korea. Annyeonghaseyo, good morning. As the Sherpa of Republic of Korea, I'll be representing the interests of our nation in today's summit. Occupying the southern half of the Korean peninsula, the nation is a land of contrasts. This nation sits between China and Japan, split by a fearsome border with an abundance of high-tech cities and industries and a green hilly countryside. A competitive modern economy which is balanced by a reverence for tradition. Now, I move on to the motion of the House, which is health and wellness. The Republic of Korea, 30 years ago, had limited medical infrastructure, fragmented financing, and a country that had limited population coverage. But now, 30 years onwards, Korea is characterized by a healthcare system which has one of the highest life expectancies in the world with the lowest medical infrastructure and a universal population coverage. Having said which, the flip side to this is regrettably, South Korea also has the highest suicide rates in the world of 26 deaths per 100,000 50,000 of the population. Korea, literally meaning land of the morning comes, is the second most sleep-deprived nation in the world, with the highest consumption of hard liquor and a huge number of people on antidepressants. Above all, the most alarming issue in South Korea today is its fertility rate. South Korea has the world's lowest fertility rate of only 0.78 per woman as of 2022. The South Korean government, to address these issues, has rolled out a 5-year plan aiming at lowering these rates, with enhancing birth rate policies, frequent mental health awareness and checkups, with making therapies being available at every outpatient clinic and every community setup. South Korean government is hopeful and aims that this initial drop of only around 30% will occur by 2026. Honorable Chair, Madam Chairperson, and my fellow delegates, the Republic of Korea strongly believes that we must choose solidarity and cooperation over the pursuit of individual interests to make sure and ensure that everybody has access to affordable and quality health care so that they lead happy, healthy, productive lives with dignity, equity, and opportunities. Thank you.
I call upon Foreign Minister Ms. Edil Udaya and Sherpa Ms. Syed Samshi, who will be representing Mexico.
Good morning, everyone. I'm Alicia Basina, Secretary of Mexico. Regarding health, we have worked for years to promote medical tourism to draw patients across the US border by improving our and by following international standards. We are actively participating in the global health initiatives such as the WHO and other international programs which has allowed us to address global health issues collectively. We have begun talks to receive medical technologies from Indian companies to produce basic vaccines and cancer drugs in Mexico. Regarding well-being and our meetings across the world, at the EU LSE Business Forum, we have Mexico's priorities for sustainable development. We have also invited Europe's leading business chambers to invest in Mexico to contribute to the development of the Mexican people. Since the first conference held for the Mexican migrant women in Europe, we are working every day to ensure that the Mexican migrant women take part in the decision making in the countries where they live. We are also holding bilateral meetings with Europe, Latin America, and the Caribbean countries, their national delegations. We have agreed to move forward with identifying the infrastructural priorities in Latin American and the Caribbean countries through the Global Gateway Initiative, which has 44.5 billion euros from Europe. Under this program, Mexico has promoted the participation of the European investment in key projects for Mexico's sustainable development. Our country participated in the People's Summit held on July 2023, in which our main goal was to promote a debate on current global issues. Regarding sports, we are engaging in sporting diplomacy by participating in international events, by hosting tournaments and fostering cultural exchange through sports. For the National Basketball Association, NBA, Mexico has the largest market in the LATAM and one of the 5 best performing in the world. Consumer spending in apparel and sports activities in Mexico is $4.18 billion market and employs more than 2 lakh people across the world. It was a great privilege to participate in this G20 summit. Together and united, let's create a better future. Thank you.
Saludos, greetings to one and all present over here. I'm here to represent the Sherpa of Mexico. The United States of Mexico is well known for its tacos and tequila, but less known for its staggering poverty rates and rising obesity cases. On elaborating the health and wellness of Mexico, the access to public health care is cheaper and the demand is higher than the offer, so the system is overcrowded. But the aim to achieve access for poor families to health services and prevent them from suffering financially due to illness is accomplished very well. But on the other hand, nearly half of the population lives without basic nutrition and suffers from violence and theft of global drug cartels. Children raised in this generational poverty suffers the most. About half of all Mexican children ages 5 to 14 years have been engaged in physical activities at least for a year, and this accelerates to obesity rates. Malnutrition is typically equated with being underweight, but overweight children in poverty are also the victims of malnutrition. In both the instances, the child's brain remains underdeveloped and cannot reach its potential. To resolve this situation, we should take a step in encouraging children to involve in more physical activities. Probably this will help in overcoming this situation. Then our moving to sports. Charreria is a national sport and it is considered as one of the most important traditions. In fact, it has received UNESCO's Intangible Cultural Heritage Award. Apart from this, soccer is the most popular sport in Mexico and the country has produced some of the best players in the world. Also, thousands of bullfighting events occur in Mexico. As a popularity of the sport, the largest bull ring in the world is located in Mexico City. By practicing these kind of sports, the children may overcome obesity issues. Ultimately, we are confident in building a brighter and healthier future of our nation. I thank G20 for bringing the leaders of the world's largest economies to address critical global issues and work towards finding solutions. Its significance lies in its ability to facilitate international cooperation and decision making, and its potential to drive collective action and create better future for all. Muchas gracias. Thank you.
I call upon Foreign Minister Ms. Aishwarya N and Finance Minister Ms. Thirumagal to represent Russia.
Honorable delegates, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, I stand before you today as the Foreign Minister of the Russian Federation to address the crucial matters that lie ahead of us at this esteemed G20 summit. At the outset, let me appreciate and acknowledge the efforts made by each participating countries to ensure that multilateralism remains the cornerstone of our global governance system. The foremost challenge we face today is the ongoing COVID-19 pandemic. This virus knows no borders and has affected every corner of the globe. The development and equitable distribution of the vaccines remains priority, ensuring its accessibility and affordability for all the nations. In this regard, Russia fully supports increased cooperation, sharing of expertise and joint efforts towards an inclusive, comprehensive and sustainable global health architecture. Another critical issue demanding our immediate attention is the climatic change. Russia acknowledges the urgency of this matter and has made significant strides towards mitigating its efforts and transitioning to a sustainable green economy. The realization of the Paris Agreement goals necessitates all the nations to take a bold step. Today, I call upon all G20 members to enhance their cooperation in devising an innovative solution, technology transfer, and mutually beneficial green investments. Moreover, cyber threats have increased significantly, undermining our trust, stability, and crucial infrastructure. Russia strongly believes in the necessity of establishing an international legal framework that ensures the responsible state behavior in cyberspace, promoting cooperation and safety against all malicious activities. We also recognize the economical impact of sports on global economies. We encourage increased collaboration among the G20 nations to exchange the best practices and expertise in sports industry development as they serve as a catalyst for economic recovery and social development. Russia, having hosted successfully the FIFA World Cup in 2018, understands the magnitude of coordination it requires to host and organize such events. We are committed to sharing our experience and expertise, emphasizing the importance of coordination and effective security measures to guarantee the safety and security of all involved. In conclusion, the delegates and distinguished guests, as the Foreign Minister of the Russian Federation, I reaffirm our unwavering commitment towards promoting inclusivity, upholding the principles of multilateralism. Let us seize for this moment and collectively work towards a more prosperous, secure, and sustainable future for all. Thank you. Your Excellencies, distinguished leaders and dignitaries of the dais, I'm honored to address this gathering as the Russian Finance Minister. Yes, the world is changing, Russia is changing too. Earlier trade partners were the Western and the European countries, but now it's the South and Asian countries like India, China, Saudi Arabia. You all know the reason behind it. Yes, Russia-Ukraine war. The unfriendly reactions, restrictions and Western sanctions. This not affect my trade and economy only, it affects my citizens directly. As their state bank accounts are closed and their assets have been frozen. To this, my President Putin has made announcement that anytime you will require oils and gases to those unfriendly countries must buy them with our Russian money rubles. By this move, rubles demand will increase globally and international foreign market, the value for rubles will also increase. Yes, as a finance minister, I know the importance of the financial relationship between two countries. Yes, coming to this, I have to prevent Russia from inflation and provide all the needs of my citizens. I have joined hands with China and made over $200 billion in turnover in the past year, which is relatively high. To make a note, Russia has made about 550 medals in Tokyo Olympics 2020 and tops the 10 medal table. But this year, Russia has not been invited for Paris Olympics 2024 due to this infections and Western sanctions, though my athletes will be participating in a neutral flag. This does not stop us from investing on sports and talented athletes. Yes, we have limited budgetary policies and limitations, but all the collected from hydrocarbons were used randomly before but now to be used collectively for nation's welfare. COVID-19 has taught Russia about the importance of health and society, healthy society. Russia has invested in projects like Strategy 2023, which aims on health and well-being of the society, and Healthy Russian campaign is made to reach each and every corner, looking corner of the country, which provides healthcare measures, promotes physical activities, and awareness about balanced diet. Yes, being a finance minister, Russia-Ukraine war is one of the complex geopolitics. Being a finance minister, I would emphasize on a peaceful resolution soon. Finally, let's all G20 member nations come together and have promote ourselves in investing on sports, health and well-being. And yes, have a happier and healthier global community. Thank you. Russia is for Russians.
I call upon Finance Minister Mr. Srira and Sherpa Ms. Swati T to represent Saudi Arabia.
Ladies and gentlemen, distinguished delegates and esteemed colleagues, Assalamu alaikum. I am Mohammed Al-Jaran, the Finance Minister of the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia. The Kingdom of Saudi Arabia is consistently playing its part in the development of health, well-being and sports. Regarding health, our kingdom has invested $49.1 billion for the better health, and we are consistently working to enhance its human power. We have the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia is always committed to playing its part in the development of nation's health, well-being and sports. And also we recognize the importance of fiscal sustainability, which is also our main strength in the development of our kingdom, and we have taken significant steps to enhance the efficiency and effectiveness of our public spending, ensuring that essential services reach those who need them the most. Furthermore, we are actively investing in infrastructure development, renewable energy, innovation and technology for betterment of our people, and we are constantly working on transitioning to a sustainable environment and low carbon future for the well-being of our nation. And also, the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia has consistently supported the World Health Organization and contributed over $385 million for global health and emergency-related operations. Regarding sports, the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia has invested a lavish amount of $650 billion and our special focus has been placed on football with plans to position the Saudi Pro League among top 10 in the world. In conclusion, I thank G20 for this invaluable opportunity for building relationships with our partners, and together we have the power to shape our future, our nation, citizens and generations to come. Shukran.
Excellencies, distinguished delegates and my fellow representatives, Assalamu alaikum. It is an honor to address you today as the Arabian Sherpa on matters of health, wellness and sports. These are the critical areas of focus for our nation's well-being and also progress. Our mission is to promote a healthier and a happier society where all the citizens can thrive physically, mentally and emotionally. First and foremost, we recognize that health is the cornerstone of a prosperous nation. One of the primary concerns is the rising rate of non-communicable diseases such as diabetes and also cardiovascular conditions. Sedentary lifestyles, poor dietary habits and lack of awareness contribute to these health issues. To counter this, we are actively promoting public health awareness campaigns and also initiatives that encourage the physical activity and healthier eating habits. We are committed to enhancing healthcare services, expanding medical facilities and investing in cutting-edge research and technologies. Initiatives like telemedicine and mobile clinics have been introduced to bridge the gap, also to bring healthcare closer to those in the people who are in need. Our goal is to ensure that every individual has access to quality healthcare regardless of their background and location. Secondly, we understand the importance of wellness in nurturing a vibrant and a productive society. We will implement wellness programs that empower the individuals to take a bridge of their physical and mental well-being. These programs will encompass preventive measures and also stress management and initiatives to combat the chronic diseases. Furthermore, sports play a vital role in fostering the unity, discipline and national pride. We are dedicated to develop a robust sports infrastructure that encourages the active participation and excellence. But Saudi Arabia has encountered many obstacles in promoting sports culture, especially among the women. So, by encouraging women's participation in various sports, the nation is fostering a sense of empowerment and also breaking down the stereotypes. Vision 2030 is an ambitious roadmap outlined by the Saudi Arabia to transform its economy and also its society. As we look ahead to 2030, Saudi Arabia's determination to achieve these goals is a significant step towards a brighter and more prosperous future. To achieve these goals, we are committed to collaborating with international partners, sharing knowledge and also learning from their best practices. Our mission extends beyond our borders. In conclusion, our vision is to health is cherished, wellness is prioritized and sports serve as a unifying force. Thank you, Shukran.
I call upon Foreign Minister Ms. Mohammed Zalia and Sherpa Ms. Swati Ji to represent South Africa.
Warm greetings to ladies and gentlemen and esteemed delegates of Group of 20. It is an honor to stand before you today as the Lady Bundle representing our nation and addressing pressing issues concerning health, well-being and sports. I strongly believe that global decision-making must be democratized if it has to have a future. This summit, with diverse membership and collective strength, plays crucial role in shaping global agenda and fostering inclusive and sustainable development. We must be sensitive to priorities and economic concerns of all our partners, especially those who are vulnerable. The COVID-19 pandemic and Russia-Ukraine war has strongly influenced these attitudes of today. However, for South Africa, the real point of inflection will be this summit attending fully to fulfill the needs of those who are marginalized and excluded. The COVID-19 pandemic also had given us a broad map on what we should do as a global community and what we should not do to a global challenge. The global solidarity also addresses pressing issues such as economic and food insecurity, climatic changes, and complications caused by conflicts, including the existential threat of nuclear weapons. In Russian-Ukrainian war, we proved that we stood by peace and prosperity by not taking part in any side. And also, by being in such as an armed conflict, I believe it is totally wrong and it proves the political posture. I also would like to add an account of the Palestinian war, the need for Palestinian people to enjoy the freedom as we do. They contributed massively and stood with us in solidarity. So now that we are free, we would like to repay their kindness. Last but not least, the remarkable impact that sports have in our society, bringing people of various backgrounds together and fostering a sense of pride and unity. And its unique ability to transcend barricades, foster social cohesion, and addressing pressing issues. And with this unique platform for dialogue, cooperation, and collective strength, let us take this opportunity to foster multilateralism, strengthen partnership, build bridges between nations by working together. We can take these pressing issues of today to create a more inclusive and sustainable tomorrow and leave a lasting legacy for future generations. Thank you one and all, and may our deliberations be fruitful and lead us to a world of shared prosperity and peace. Thank you.
Good morning to everyone present here. I am presenting as the Sherpa of South Africa and I welcome you all for G20 summit here. The priorities of South Africa in G20 need for debt restructuring, climate and energy crisis, food security and air transport. Regards health system in South Africa, health minister Dr. Joe budget bets 64.5 billion in 2023 to improve health system. And measures that include NHS, which aim to provide universal healthcare coverage for all citizens. The government has been implementing various programs to combat the spreads of diseases such as HIV or AIDS and other diseases, and provides antiretroviral treatment to affected individuals. On September 2021, South Africa affected by COVID-19 pandemic, and measures that being taken to control the spread of the virus, including vaccination campaigns. Regards scarcity, on September 2021, South Africa faced various issues related to scarcity such as water, energy, food, housing shortages, and healthcare resources. To combat these scarcities, the South African government, along with various organizations and communities, has taken several preventive measures including water conservation and management, renewable energy promotion, agricultural support and sustainable farming practices, affordable housing initiatives, and healthcare infrastructure. Regards sports, rugby is one of the most popular sports in South Africa and won World Cup on 1995, 2007 and 2019. Cricket is another major sport in our country and hosted the Cricket World Cup in 2008. Sports industry in South Africa contributes around 50 billion and up to 5% of country GDP annually. South Africa government plays significant role in promoting and developing sports in the country and spends 5 billion on World Cup preparations. Our country boasts modern sports facilities and stadiums and established high-performance centers institutes to nurture and train talented athletes in different sports for better outcomes. Regards financial status, South Africa has a highly developed economy and an advanced infrastructure. GDP in South Africa was worth 405.85 billion euros. The GDP ratio of South Africa represents 0.18% of the world economy. Thank you, Honorable, for this opportunity.
I call upon Finance Minister Ms. Trilochana and Foreign Minister Ms. Agnes to address Turkey.
A very warm good morning to everyone present here. I, my husband said, representing as the Finance Minister of Turkey, it's an honor to be speaking on this G20 summit. As we commence the summit of 2023, I'd like to discuss about the Turkish financial advice on health, well-being and sports. Recently, the most concerning impact on the Turkey's health and well-being sector is the sudden unexpected earthquake. The 7.8 magnitude earthquake, which is the most deadly in the modern Turkish history, has a deep psychological impact. More than 44,300 people died and over from the World Health Organization for the earthquake response. The EBRD provides 75 million euro, that is approximately $80 million, as a long-term coverable loan for the Turkey's hospital infrastructure. Another most important factor that contributes to Turkey's health and well-being sector is the Turkey's biopharmaceutical industry. The market was around 7.7 billion in the year of 2019. However, 5.43% growth has been noted in the year of 2020, and it is expected to reach 18.12 billion in the further coming years. Now, coming on to sports, Turkey has been grown steadily in this recent year in the sports economy. The football is the most popular and the financially significant sport in the Turkey. The league is the top-tier professional league, attracting the investments both domestically and internationally. Turkey has also other popular sports like volleyball and basketball. However, the football dominates the sports landscape and contributes more to the sports economy by attracting the broadcasting deals and sponsorships, etc. The government had also shown interest in promoting the sports economy by providing funds to conduct competitions and programs, and also investing in sports infrastructure. These developments have helped attract the international events and competitions, thus further boosting the sports economy. In conclusion, I'd like to express my gratitude to this G20 for providing us with this valuable opportunity to engage us in this meaningful discussion. Let us seize this opportunity to collectively shape a bright future for our nations and the upcoming future generations. Thank you.
Excellencies, dear colleagues, and all the guests present here. It is a great pleasure being amidst you all. I am Hakan Fidan, Turkey's Minister of Foreign Affairs. The agenda for today's discussions include health, well-being and sports. These are truly addressable issues for developing and developed countries. As regarding the health and well-being sector, I am deeply saddened for the occurrence of the recent earthquake in Turkey and our fellow countries area, and for all the people that lost their lives due to it. The former disasters and the pandemic had infused a great pressure on our country's economy, on depreciating the value of naira, high inflation and deceleration in provision of healthcare. Our paramount objective is to provide a maximum of free healthcare to all our citizens. And to amount for this objective, I put forth a requisition to the European Union for the acceptance of Turkey's application to be a part of the European Union. This would make an enormous variability by yielding legislations such as patients' rights in cross-border healthcare, medicines and medical devices, serious cross-border health threats. As regarding the sports sector, we have always been an aspirant to organizing international sports, and this demand continues being home to Olympics at first. We have planned and implemented to construct up to 30 stadiums in 27 cities, 18 being already implemented, and all of them are designed to be multi-purpose stadiums, providing a large arena for a wide range of sports. But sports without sportsmen and sportsmanship is drawn a blank. So encouraging youth and all the people who are interested to participate actively is a mandatory part. We have used sports as a tool to improve peace building and diplomacy among the countries and others. I look forward to use sports as a tool for building global peace amongst all. As for sports, yields both in physical and spiritual well-being of an individual. Excellencies, we can stand together affirming our determination to address the complex challenges that we face at this juncture. I look forward for further deliberations in this regard. Thank you. Testimony.
I call upon Finance Minister Ms. Abhinaya and Sherpa Ms. Sharmili to represent United Kingdom.
A warm, heartfelt welcome and very fine good afternoon to everyone to this summit. As the Finance Minister of the United Kingdom, it is my honor to stand before you today and address our nation's expenditure priorities with keen focus upon sports, well-being and health. Sports play an integral role in shaping fabric to our society. Our nation's passion for sports is enormous. We created historical achievements in the field of rugby, football, and cricket. We built world-class sporting venues, providing opportunities for the athletes to hone their talents and inspire our next generation. Our government will continue to invest in the sports infrastructure. Our aim is to make sports to be accessible to all and make the younger individual to take part in the physical activity. Expenditure that has been spent for sports is 12 billion pounds in the year of 2023. Turning our attention to the health and well-being, we are fully committed to the healthier and happier life. We have invested about 117.5 billion pounds in the health. Our investment in healthcare is focused on strengthening the national health services, recruiting the skilled healthcare professions. Over 1 in 4 adults and 23.4 children have been living with obesity, placing huge pressure in our healthcare system. Introducing calorie labeling on menus in restaurants and cafes. We have set up office for health improvement and disparities. We also announced 20 billion pounds obesity mission to achieve a healthier weight. From October 2023, we will ban buy one get one free on less healthy foods. To promote well-being, we will allocate resources to bolster communities, initiatives, arts, culture. Beyond the physical health, we will also give immense importance to the mental health of our well-being. Our government works tirelessly to destigmatize the mental health issues. We also provide awareness programs in the mental health schools and workplaces. We also launched a campaign called Every Mind Matters to support our children's mental health. In my conclusion, as a Finance Minister of the United Kingdom, my duty is to serve people by prioritizing the expenditure of health, sports and well-being. Let us all unite for a harmonious future. Thank you.
A warm welcome to everyone gathered here. I am Simon Case, UK's G20 Sherpa. It's an honor and privilege to stand before you, talking my country's wellness and sports and finance, representing my nation's steadfast commitment to global cooperation and economic progress. I would like to share that the budget focuses on 3 key pillars: economic recovery, green transformation, and social inclusion. Economic recovery. Our budget allocates a significant resource to boost infrastructure development, support businesses, and to stop job creations. Green transformation. Our country supports renewable energy projects, research and development of clean technology. We have initiated to combat deforestation and to promote biodiversity. Social inclusion. We have emphasized on investments in education, healthcare and social welfare programs. I am pleased to initiate a vital discussion on the health and the wellness in the country. The United Kingdom recognizes the importance of prioritizing healthcare system and promoting well-being for a prosperous future for all. Pandemic preparedness and response. As a nation that has faced its own challenges during COVID-19, UK advocates for enhanced international cooperation in sharing data, expertise and resources. By establishing a coordinated connection, global response, etc., we can strengthen our ability to detect, contain, and respond to future health emergencies effectively. Talking about the sports, UK realizes the importance of encouraging active lifestyle and investment in sports sectors. We have made a teamwork to promote essential life skills in sports sectors such as teamwork, discipline, and resilience. We have also made a platform for youth development in sports sectors. Talking about the industry, sport industry is a significant contributor to national and global economy for job creation to tourism and supports strategic events. In conclusion, as the United Kingdom's G20 Sherpa, I can confirm you that it's through unity we grow. Thank you.
I call upon President Mr. Vivek Surya and Finance Minister Ms. Juventica to represent United States of America.
delegates of the G20 nations, greetings from the United States of America. Today, as the president of this great nation, with an immense amount of pride, determination, and hope, as we discuss the issues of health, well-being, and sports that shape the future of our world. So, as a great leaders, we must know all these policies that matters, but these are also the basic contemplated which develops the nation forward. So, health is the basic platform on which we build our prosperous societies, right? United States have marked remarkable progress in the future of the medical equipments and groundbreaking treatments which help and foster sustainable development. So, health, with the help of other nations, we must strive forward to create a better example on how to create a unified diagnosis system. So, also, health is not merely the absence of illness. You all know that. Health, all of us should come together to act as a single unit in destigmatizing mental health issues and creating a prosperous society. Let us not forget about the transforming power of sports. Sports unites people across borders, languages, and cultures and creates a sense of shared purpose. US athletes, the winners of Tokyo Olympics 2023, are the excellence of unwavering spirit and determination and are the inspiration to millions. Today, I welcome all of this gathering to work on key fronts. That is, the first one being the global health security. We can pool our resources together and create a very solidarity approach, that is to create a medical response system, a medical emergency response, so that we can nurture a future shield against the future pandemics. Then, second being the mental health issues. The mental health issues are prevailing and they are leading to the most common things, that is the drug abuse. National Institute of Drug Abuse have created a very key observation and have collaborated in key fronts to eradicate and to stop drug abuse and to which is happening in different ages, professions, and cultures. The third being the sports partnership. We can all pool our resources together and create a very so on conclusion, I'm saying we must all come together and act as a single unit to create a prosperous society, and let us use this G20 summit to create a very diplomatic relationship between ourselves. God bless America.
Warm greetings to the honored delegates of the G20 member nations. As the Finance Minister of the United States of America, it is my utmost privilege and responsibility to stand before you today on this momentous occasion. As my President said before, we firmly believe that the economic prosperity and progress can only be sustained when we prioritize the health and well-being of our citizens. It is with this principle in mind we have undertaken several significant reforms aimed at uplifting not only our nation but also extending a helping hand to our G20 partners. Our commitment to universal healthcare has been instrumental in advancing the health of our citizens and reducing financial burdens associated with medical expenses. The Affordable Care Act, a landmark reform, has been a catalyst for improving access for millions of Americans. We have also contributed to global health programs, including the Global Fund, to fight AIDS, tuberculosis, malaria, as well as the World Health Organization. Health is undoubtedly at the forefront of our concerns, especially in the ongoing challenges, including the COVID-19 pandemic. I am pleased to report that the United States has made tremendous strides in its economic recovery. Through strategic government intervention, robust vaccination campaigns, and collaboration with the international partners, we have turned the tide and set ourselves on a path of strong economic growth. As of the current year 2023, the United States has experienced a remarkable rebound across multiple indicators. Our GDP has rebounded beyond the pre-pandemic levels, showcasing the resilience of our country. Then, I wish to speak about the sports. Sports have always played a central role in American culture. Our commitment to fostering sporting talent is evident through the state-of-the-art sports infrastructure, facilities and programs that are designed to nurture athletes' potential. Yet, well-being and sports are universal aspirations. As we gather here today at the summit, let us seize this opportunity to collaborate, share best practices, and work together towards a healthier and more prosperous world. Thank you.
I call upon Ms. Ashlyn Penny and Finance Minister and Sherpa Ms. Deepika KV to represent European Union.
Grüezi, guten Tag. It's my great pleasure to present among the pioneers of sustainable change. I, the Finance Minister of the European Union, Christian Lindner, here to give a brief idea on improvement of the economy in the challenging geopolitical and economic context. Well, firstly, as a European Union country, one day a very mild recession is about to occur in 2030. This can be overcome by lowering the interest rates to reduce the cost of buying and stimulate consumers, hence gaining normal fiscality. We need trade diplomacy and not any kind of trade war or competition between the European Union and the United States so that we can afford more to pay more subsidies. The first plan I'm proposing on this summit is the Green Deal. This is being implemented as European Union is striving to be the first climate neutral country. The target is set to reduce the total net emission of the greenhouse gases by 55% on 2030. This is done by planning to plant 3 billion trees by the end of 2030 at the right time and at the right place. This is one of the big steps took by the European Union. The second plan is on the cyber health. Major focus for future health technology and major investments are on the artificial intelligence and machine learning. This is used for diagnosis, end-to-end drug recovery and development, treatment, etc. The next, the GAFH, displays the digital health evidence. As for the achievements done in the health, it can't be expressed as you know our contribution towards the vaccines and all. Desire, burning desire is basic to achieve anything beyond the ordinary. These lines of development and choices we are making may perhaps show one thing, the liberty of the society and the freedom of opinion. We are just emerging from a global financial crisis like COVID-19 and the Russian-Ukraine war. We cannot wait for another global financial crisis to restore the momentum. To the end, I'm looking forward to these discussions and speeches that we will be having on this day. Danke, auf Wiedersehen. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, pleasant afternoon. I stand before you today as European Union Sherpa, honored to represent the collective voice of the European Union at the G20 Summit. It is a privilege to engage in constructive dialogue with all the participating nations as we address the challenges that lie ahead of us and seek a common path towards prosperous and sustainable growth. The world is facing a complex array of challenges that require collective action. We must address the pressing issues of climate change, economic inequality, global health, and sustainable development. As a united group of nations, we have the opportunity to make a significant stride towards a more equitable and just world. Also, we abide by what our other European members, the France, Italy, and Germany said. The climate change is an existential threat that knows no borders and bounds. We have been proud to see that we have taken ambitious steps towards it by our Green Deal, as explained by our Finance Minister earlier. We aim to reach climate neutral by 2050. We also urge all the G20 counterparts to accelerate their efforts towards this. We are sure the other G20 nations to support in every way, and we see this as a responsibility of us as being a G7 nation ourselves. Climate plays an important role in your well-being of society as a whole. Also, when it comes to internal climate, we have left no stone unturned. We've always been taking a significant effort toward conflict resolution and peacekeeping missions. We take a moment here, the European Union condemns Russia's brutal war of aggression and we stand in unwavering support to Ukraine. I would like to take a moment to congratulate the Indian Prime Minister and the scientists for their successful launch of Chandrayaan, right? Kudos on that. It's a great feat and great insight to the falling economy. Also, we had signed free trade agreement with India just last month. This
cooperation aims to see the socio-economic challenges of the India. When it comes to health sector, we have the state-of-the-art, world-class development in the health sector. I hope European Union sees the healthy society is the root of the well-being of society, and we claim to make the health as a human right. I hope everyone remembers how we all agreed in Rome in the last summit to vaccinate 70% of the world population and amongst that, I hope you all remember how European Union have put out their efforts in it and played a crucial role in bringing about vaccines. About two-thirds of the vaccines were contributed by our magnanimous donations of 7,000 million. We are funded for Covaxin, ACA, and other mRNA vaccines. When sports is concerned, I don't think we did an introduction here. We are one of the pioneers in the and have successfully conducted many events like the Olympics of Summer and the Winter and the FIFA World Cup, and we are having a fandom which is magnificent. And in conclusion, as the European Union Sherpa, I emphasize the need for utility, cooperation, and collective responsibility. Let us seize this moment to build a better future for generations to come. The European Union stands ready to work hand in hand with all my counterparts to tackle global challenges and create a world that leaves no one behind. If you're rising up, we are taking you all together with us. Thank you.
That was so gratifying to see these young eminent speakers discussing about global interests. And congratulations to all the delegates and participants who took part in this Yuvamanthan Model G20 Summit. Before moving on to the results, let's take a little break and everyone please be seated.
Stop all of it.